Just a little disclosure, Mr. Chair. I know the lawyer of Buenaventura, he being a classmate of mine in law school. Now, Mr. Buenaventura, your name was mentioned by Las Cañas in his affidavit.
Yes, Your Honor.
And siguro the reasons for Las Cañas in executing that affidavit may be baka may personal na galit siya kay Digong o baka may promises si Digong na hindi naibigay sa kanya. Posible, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi may personal siyang galit kay Digong or something like that.
Yes, Your Honor.
May masabi ka bang galit si Las Cañas sa'yo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit siya galit sa'yo?
Ganito kasi yan, Your Honor. Noong may hearing sa Senate tungkol sa rice smuggling, sa totoo po, ang nag-produce ng picture ni David Bangayan is Las Cañas.
Okay.
Siya ang nag-produce. Parang nagtawag siya sa akin noon, tapos sabi niya, mayroon akong picture ni David Bangayan. So, ipakuha mo sa opisina. So, yun ang dinala yun ang dinala ni then Mayor Duterte sa hearing ng Senado sa Senate. Doon niya pinakita si David Bangayan.
Okay.
Kasi walang kwan si Mayor, hindi niya kilala, so nagkuha siya ng picture, so nagkuha si Las Cañas na siya ang magbigay ng picture ni David Bangayan. So, nangyari po yung hearing doon, Your Honor, about David Bangayan, rice smuggling. After sa hearing, Your Honor, tumawag si Las Cañas sa akin.
Alright.
Son, pag wala na si David Bangayan, kita na ang magdegosyo sa bugas, smuggling. Sabi ko, Tor, hindi ganyan si PRRD. Hindi ganyan si Sir. Kasi sa isip nila, Your Honor, pag magsabi sila sa akin, pag sabi ko kasi kilala ko si Sir, kilala ko Sir, hindi nila magpayag yun. Na kung ano sabihin nila, pag sabi ko kay Sir, pagbigyan, hindi yun, Your Honor. Sa totoo lang, tumawag siya sa akin na saan tayo na. Dahil,
so, i-explain mo lang bakit siya may galit sa'yo.
Yun po, hindi man natuloy yung sabi niya, tayo nang mag-isbagil ng bugas, sabihin mo, isabi mo kay Sir, tayo nang papalit, not exactly isabi kay Sir, kami na ang papalit na mag-isbagol ng bigas. Okay, hindi ako pumayag dahil hindi ganyan si PRRD.
So, just because hindi ka pumayag na kayo ang papalit na mag-smuggle ng rice sa Davao, sa tingin mo, yun na ang reason bakit minimension ka ni Art Las Cañas sa affidavit niya?
Pati na yung nanalo na si PRRD ng Presidente, Your Honor. Tumawag sa akin, naimbestigahan man yan sa Senate, nag-deny sila sa
just give me a reason na sinabi mong may galit si Art Las Cañas sa'yo.
Kasi tumawag siya sa akin, sabi niya, yung luto, yung STL.
Okay.
Ikuha kay PRRD na magkuha ng STL at
gusto
saka
siya
yung
kukuha ng franchise ng STL.
STL po at saka yung linya ng ban.
Okay. Franchise din.
Franchise ng ban, Your Honor, sa LTFRB.
So tinatawag niya sa iyo.
Kilala ko si PRRD. Hindi talaga magpayag ng ganyan na makisali kami kung ako. Wala, isa pa, wala na ako, dili namin magkita ni PRRD kaysa Manila na siya. Hindi na kami magkita ni PRRD dahil sa Manila na siya. Sa isip kasi, Your Honor, pwede pa ako magtawag, ganyan, maghingi ng... Ayaw ko, kilala ko si PRRD. Hindi talaga STL at saka yung... Ban.
Okay. Now, so kung hindi mo pinagbigyan na hindi mo dinala kay PRRD itong mga request ni Las Cañas, yan ang reason na sa tingin mo, galit si Las Cañas sa'yo, kaya in-include ka niya sa affidavit niya. Tama po ba?
Yan siguro, Your Honor.
Yan siguro. Oh. Now, why would Las Cañas call you to inform you na hihingiin to kay President Duterte kung hindi ka naman malakas kay Duterte?
Kasi sa isip siguro niya, Your Honor, na pwede sa isip nila na porket driver ako, driver bodyguard, pagka-presidente niya, wala na nga ako doon, Your Honor. Alright. Kahit ako, wala gani ako.
Oo nga, sige. So,
gusto lang maghingi, nagkuhan ako.
Kaya nga, but of all people na pwedeng tawagan ni Art, bakit ikaw? Pwede naman siguro
Kasi-
tumawag si Art kay Bongo, di ba? Kilala
Hindi.
naman ni Art si Bongo, tama?
Kumbaga, Your Honor, sa tingin niya, makatulong ako.
So tingin niya makatulong ka
Your
because
Honor.
nga, hindi ka lang driver bodyguard. Malakas ka rin kay PRRD. Siguro.
Hindi
Sa tingin
naman
niya,
yun.
artless ka niya.
Ayaw, sa tingin niya, Your Honor.
Okay. So now, minention kasi ni Las Cañas na yung in his affidavit na itong, remember mo itong si Mrs. Abaca, yung na-kidnap?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, so di ba na-kidnap si Mrs. Abaca and then sabi ni Art sa affidavit niya na inutos daw ni Duterte na kunin din yung pamilya nung nag-kidnap kay Mrs. Abaca. As explanation niya sa affidavit niya. Nabalitaan mo ba to?
Sila yun, dahil nandiyan pa yun si Colonel Makasait.
Colonel Makasait, di
Sa
ba?
kanila, police work nila yun, Your Honor.
Police work.
Police work nila yun na mag-follow up sila.
Yes,
Under
police-
sila ni Colonel Makasait.
Police work nga, but isn't it a fact na itong police work na sinasabi mo nagresulta sa pagpatay sa buong pamilya ng suspected kidnapper na si Mr. Patahasa?
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor.
Hindi mo alam. Okay, and hindi mo rin alam na yung supposedly area kung saan pinatay itong si Mr. Patahasa is at the Laod Quarry.
Yan ang sabi niya, Your Honor.
Yan ang sabi nila. I've also been to the Laod Quarry. Galing din ako doon sa firing range, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero although hindi mo matansya siguro yung the size of the quarry, but may portions pa doon na hindi na part ng firing range. Tama ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
May isang daanan din doon, di ba, na medyo hindi mo na makita from the road.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun siguro yung sinasabi ni Congresswoman Mika Swansing kanina, kung alam mo ba, kasi yun daw ang allegations na doon nililibing yung ibang mga pinapatay ng Davao Death Squad. Posible ba? Na yun ang tinutukoy ni Congresswoman Mika Swansing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung portions na hindi part na ng firing range.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now, kilala mo si Art Las Cañas, tama ba?
Yes, Your Honor. Kapwa
Anong rank
police.
ni Art Las Cañas? SPO4 ba?
SPO3 ata, Your Honor.
SPO3. No, SPO3 lang, but kilala ng lahat ng mga pulis at ng lahat ng mga taga Davao na si Art is the head of the heinous crime unit. Tama po ba?
Hindi po siya head, Your Honor.
Hindi. But siya yung main tao ni PRRD doon sa heinous crimes. Isa sa mga.
Main tao ni... Before naging mayor si then Mayor Duterte, Your Honor, tauhan na sila dati. Mula pa noon, tauhan na sila dati ni Colonel Makasait. Sila na yun, sila na yung grupo.
So, under si Las Cañas kay Colonel Makasait.
Yes, Your Honor.
But after Colonel Makasait retired or was died, di ba? Patay na si Colonel Makasait.
Yes, Your Honor.
Si Art na yung medyo tauhan ni PRRD doon.
Doon pa rin sa heinous crime, Your
Heinous
Honor.
crime, sa heinous
Separate unit yun.
Yeah, separate unit. Pero alam naman natin, no, if you've been in Davao, you'd know na medyo noted ito si Art na kung anong mga gusto na mangyari. Si Art ang parang nami-mention yung pangalan niya, Las Cañas.
Sa kapwa-pulis, Your Honor.
Sa mga kapwa-pulis, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, hindi naman siguro to lalabas tong mga pangalan or pagdawit kay Art Las Cañas kung wala namang siguro katotohanan ang mga usap-usapan or kwento-kwento.
Doon sa trabaho nila, Your Honor.
Yes, sa trabaho nila. And Davao City, in fairness to Davao City, di ba, peaceful ang Davao, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So people would say that they're safe and secure whenever they go around sa Davao. Tama po.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it's also noted that in Davao, there was a certain period in time na kahit snatcher, pinapatay. Di ba? Kahit snatcher ng cellphone, pinapatay dati. Tama po ba?
Sila siguro, Your Honor.
I mean, nababalitaan, di ba? Nakikita
Yes,
mo sa
yes,
news
Your Honor.
di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Although hindi naman sinasabi na Davao Death Squad, pero parang lahat ng mga tao doon ay naa-associate itong pagpapatay sa mga kriminal, sa mga addict at mga pusher doon sa sinasabi nilang Davao Death Squad. Totoo po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Although hindi mo naman masabi for certain na may totoong Davao Death Squad, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So posible din na gawa-gawa na lang ng pangalan nito to associate it with the mga pagpatay sa mga kriminal sa Davao City. Would it be fair?
Yes,
Sagot-
Your Honor.
See. So, bakit ang question ko lang, no? Kung kasi dina-downplay mo yung role mo kanina na driver bodyguard lang ni PRRD. But kahit retired ka na, Art would still be calling you para magpaalam na iparating kay PRRD na gusto niya tong van na franchise, gusto niya ng STL na franchise. And parang hindi ko rin makuha kung siguro bakit ikaw, 'di ba?
Kaya nagkuhan ako, Your Honor, nag-declare ako, hindi ako nagkuhan na, Tor, hindi ko na, wala na ako kay then President Duterte. Sa Malacanang na yan, hindi na kami nagkikita.
Okay.
Sa totoo lang, Your Honor, sa totoo lang.
Okay. So, ang na-mention mo kanina is baka may galit si Art Las Cañas sa'yo kaya dinadawit ka doon sa affidavit niya. Tama ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, si Colonel Garma may galit ba sa'yo?
Wala naman siguro, Your Honor. Iwag ko lang, Your Honor, kung anong, hindi ko kasi nakuha yung isip nila, Your
So,
Honor.
wala kang alam na rason na baka may galit si Colonel Garma sa'yo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wala. Yes, wala.
Wala, Your Honor.
So, bakit ka mention ni Colonel Garma kung wala siyang galit sa'yo?
Yung sa kuha ko kanina, Your Honor, para ilihis lang ang investigasyon against sa kanya.
Okay. So, ilihis lang ang investigation sa kanya and sa lahat ng taong pwede niya mapin down, ikaw yung sinabi niya.
Kasi sa isip nila, dating driver ako ni then President, yun, mapalapit, Your Honor.
Kaya bumabalik ka sa point na driver ka lang, security lang, but everyone seems to be, parang may deference sa'yo Parang, uy, si Sunny yan. Diba? Parang,
Isip lang nila yun.
isip lang nila. Okay, so kilala mo si Charlie Tan?
Hindi, Your Honor.
So you've never been to ETK-TV?
Sorry po?
Hindi ka pa nakapunta sa ETK-TV?
Hindi po. Hindi po ako.
Yung abogado mo, nakakita ko dun.
Hindi po ako
Joke. Hindi naman.
Actually naman, hindi ako nag-ainom.
Hindi ka umiinom.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, yun. Before coming over, alam mo nang in-invite ka ng Quadcom, pinaalam mo ba kay Mayor Duterte na pupunta ka dito?
Hindi po.
Hindi. So, hindi ka nag-abiso sa kanya na, Sir, pinatawa ko ng Quadcom, but don't worry, hindi kita ilalaglag.
Hindi po. Hindi po, Your Honor. Hindi po, Your
Okay.
Honor.
So, you came over na ikaw lang, on your own volition.
Yes, Your Honor.
You mentioned kanina na 4,000 na lang yung naiwan sa bank account mo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sinong bumili
Totoo talaga yun.
Sinong bumili ng ticket mo?
Ay, sa bangko lang yun, Your Honor.
Bangko mo. So may pera ka outside the bank.
May mga anak din naman ako, Your Honor.
Okay. So sinong nagbayad sa airfare ng abogado mo? Doon ako nagmabuhay class pa yan.
Kami din, kami din, tulong-tulong.
Okay. Sige. So anyway, Mr. Sunny Buenaventura, wala ka rin as driver bodyguard ni Mayor, you've never heard him talk about yung mga na-mention ni Art Las Cañas, like yung kay Mr. Patahasa. Hindi na-mention ni Mayor yan.
Hindi po.
Okay. Hindi rin na-mention ni Mayor yung pagpatay kay Jun Pala.
Pagpatay kay Jun Pala, Your Honor, gidawit ako ni Las Cañas. Dinawit niya ako na ako dalagoto sa kanya. Pero si Las Cañas ngayon, Your Honor, mayroon siyang warrant of arrest for killing Jun Pala.
Kailan lumabas yung warrant of arrest ni Art for killing Jun Pala?
Hindi ko alam, Your Honor. Kuha ko lang na may warrant of arrest siya.
So sa tingin mo, may kinalaman si Art Las Cañas sa pagpatay kay Jun Pala?
Yung according to the witness, hindi ko alam hindi ko masyado kuha, Your Honor, dahil hindi ako nagakuan yung mga si Arthur Las Cañas kasi kung kilala nyo lang si Arthur Las Cañas.
Ano ba? Sige, sabihin mo. Ano bang pagkakilala mo kay Art?
Parang kung ano na lang ang gusto niya, yung masunod. Gaya ng, maghingi ng luto, maghingi ng kuan, mag-smuggle ng bigas. Kami daw ang mag-smuggle ng bigas.
Pero so, are you saying na si Art Las Cañas ay hindi trusted din na tao ni PRRD nung time na active pa si Art sa heinous crime?
Siya lang may sabi niyo, Your Honor.
Pero hindi naman siguro siya ipapahead ng heinous crime kung walang trust and confidence si Mayor Duterte sa kanya. Tama po ba?
Unit kasi ng police yung heinous crime, Your Honor. Doon sila na-assign.
O kaya nga, pwede naman ipalipat ni Mayor si Art Las Cañas kung wala siyang...
Wala namang rason siguro, Your Honor, para ipalipat.
O kaya, sabi mo, dami yung ginagawa si Art na gusto niya.
Wala, hindi naman nakakaabot kay Presidente, Your Honor.
So hindi nakakaabot? No. Ha? Pero sa'yo nakakaabot?
Parang kuwan lang, Your Honor, dahil hindi ako nagpayag na ganun.
Hindi mo naman sinumbong kay Mayor na, Mayor, may hiningi si Art or something.
Hindi naman kami nakita, Your Honor. Presidente na siya, hindi na ako nakapunta sa Malacanang.
Alright. So, how about itong kay Ryan Yu at Chris Yu? Na-mention din ni Art Las Cañas na may kinalaman din ng former president sa pagpatay itong kay Ryan Yu at Chris Yu. May alam ka ba nila?
Si Your Honor, yun yung kuan. Carnaper, Your Honor. Baktin, Your Honor.
Di ba, namatay din, pinatay din to?
Buhay pa yun, Your Honor.
Ano yung isa? Yung kapatid ang pinatay, di ba?
Parang yung kapatid ang namatay, Your Honor.
And wala kang alam about the participation or of Las Cañas dito?
Wala, Your Honor.
Wala namang order si Mayor Duterte na
wala, Your Honor. Nagtrabaho lang sila.
Alright.
Follow up sila.
Thank you, Mr. Sunny Benaventura.
Thank you po, Your Honor.
I have a few questions lang po to Senator De Lima. Ma'am, when you were CHR head, you made an investigation dun sa Loud Quarry. Tama po ba?
Yes, we were trying to locate the mass graves.
The mass graves.
Yes, unfortunately, we didn't go there high enough. Kasi the Laud Quarry is a hilly,
it's
a
a
hilly
cliff,
part.
diba?
It's a cliff. It's a cliff. So yung team po namin, it's a small team, CHR and CIDG, went to that particular area at may nakita kami isa o dalawa na skeleton, bungo.
But no mass grave?
No mass grave in that particular area. Wala po kami na-discover. We tried to dig several times. And dalawa lang po ata ang bones yung nakita namin. And then we were told later that hindi yun, that particular point. Mas mataas pa daw
na location. All right. Now, ang question ko lang, it's really bothered me. But I know that this was also asked of you dun sa Senate. I just didn't get your answer. Now, you were like a dog on a bone when you were investigating that as CHR head. But what happened to this investigation when you became Secretary of Justice?
Left.
But parang biglang nawala yung focus on this particular investigation?
When I left, wala pa ho yung resolution ng CHR. But I have my personal investigation notes.
Right.
Now, to my recollection, I shared it with the CHR.
All right.
And then they issued a resolution in June of 2012.
You're throwing it back to the CHR, but you were already Secretary of Justice. You could have done more, di ba?
But at
frankly
that point,
speaking po, I mean,
at that point, ano po yung hindi pa magiging ready and strong to file cases. Kasi yung na-access namin na tatlo na mga who said that they're also hitmen before, they didn't want to testify publicly. Pero nakausap po namin sila. And may mga sinabi nga po sila.
Could you not have directed law enforcement agencies to conduct further investigations on the matter, like NBI or?
Well, I remember that I assigned to NBI to make some follow-up investigation or to just investigate still the DDS. But when I asked them about developments, ang sabi po nila, nahihirapan po sila dahil walang mga nakahanap ng mga willing witnesses.
So are you saying po na you were able to do more as CHR head rather than as Secretary of Justice?
Yes, because nakatutok po ako doon in 2009 when we started
Kaya
our
nga,
investigation.
I said po na you were like a dog on a bone at that
Yes.
time.
Yes.
But then biglang
I
nawala.
became Secretary of Justice and I have more things to attend to, more high-profile investigations, including the Napoles PDAF pork barrel scam. So, but I did give that order to the NBI to further investigate. But when I asked them, as I said, wala silang mapoproduce na talagang real, credible evidence. Si Matubato ho kasi sa Casillas Cañas, kahit na-mention na po sila dun sa CHR investigation namin, but they were not yet there. We did not meet them. We didn't know who exactly they are. At sumulpot na lang po si Edgar Matubato nung nagpa-cover siya ng under Witness Protection Program. Although, as I said in my presentation kanina, in 2016, nung naging presidente na po si Rodrigo Roa Duterte, ay nagpaalam na siya kasi natatakot daw siya kasi presidente na. So, we can't force witnesses under the WPP to stay if they don't want to. Yun po ang policy. So wala pa ho yung affidavit ni Edgar Matubato at the time. Wala pa yung affidavit ni Las Cañas. Las Cañas only appeared also in 2016 nung iniimbestigahan na po namin sa Senado. Although as I said, during his first appearance, he denied the existence of DDS and that he is part of the DDS. Pero noong February 2017, he executed an affidavit saying that there is indeed DDS. He's part of it among at the top, including sila Sani Benaventura, Laud, yung mga minention ko po kanina. So, wala pa yun noon. Siguro kung nandun yung mga affidavits na yon, I would have insisted na talagang ituloy talaga yung investigasyon at pwede nang gamitin yung affidavits na Matubato and Las Cañas. But they were not yet there when I was at the CHR and then sa DOJ. Kasi even if pumunta sa amin si Edgar Matubato, ang complaint niya is about torture. Tinorture daw po siya ng mga kasamahan niya dahil parang finiframe up siya doon sa murder ng isang businessman, Mr. King.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Flores. The next to interpolate is Congressman Rog Gutierrez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, few questions lang po. I'd like to direct my first questions to Mr. Buenaventura. Good evening po, sir. Mr. Buenaventura, through the Honorable Chairman, of course, matanong lang po, no? Namagit po ninyo na kayo ay personal bodyguard driver po ni dating Mayor
Yes,
Duterte, tama po?
yes, Your Honor.
And yung active years nyo po ay from 1988 to 2008.
Yes, Your
Po
Honor.
ba? Nung kayo po ay personal driver bodyguard, ito po ay nung kayo po ay driver bodyguard, kayo po ay personal lang po kay Mayor Duterte or assigned po sa family niya?
Kay Mayor Duterte po.
Kay Mayor Duterte lang po. At nung panahon na po ito, generally, nag-iisa ka lang po or may team po kayo?
Yung other security po.
Yung other security. At any one time po, mga ilan po kayong security ni Mayor Duterte?
4.
Mga 4 po. And
Yes,
but in all those instances, ikaw po yung personal, yung sa kotse niya mismo.
Ako nag-drive sa kanya. Your
Palagi po 'yon. Wala
Yes.
wala kang ka-switch.
Honor. Wala yun.
May kabady po kayo sa kotse na 'yon.
Kami ng dalawa, Your Honor.
Kayong dalawa lang po.
Oo.
So yung 3 or more,
Back up, Your
lang po.
Honor.
So talagang kayo po yung katiwala ni Mayor Duterte.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nabagit po yung sa family, hindi po kayo nag-drive sa mga anak?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Never po. From 1988 to 2008, tama po ba merong may time po period po dito na si Mayor Duterte ay isang congressman?
Kanya, Your Honor, 1999 to 2001.
Tama po, no? Parang
Yes, Your
ganun.
Honor.
At that time po, naka-assign pa rin po kayo kay Mayor Duterte?
Sa Davao lang po ako, Your Honor. Magpunta siya sa Manila, maiwan lang ako sa Davao.
Okay, pero assign po kayo sa local?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, unbroken naman po yung until 2008?
Yes, Your Honor.
At nabanggit po ninyo, 2008 onwards, hindi na po kayo na-assign kay Mayor Duterte? At 2009 onwards?
Yeah, 2001, Your Honor.
Sorry po. Yung
2009 onwards, wala.
2009 po, retired na po kayo?
2008, December 31, 2008, Your Honor.
December 2008, retired na po kayo. So 2009 onwards, private citizen na lang po kayo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero saan po kayo nagtrabaho at that time?
Diyan, nagkuha lang ako dyan sa City Hall, Your Honor. Diyan sa office.
So sa City Hall po kayo nagtrabaho?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, government employee po kayo at the
Yes,
time?
Your Honor.
At sino po yung mayor at the time?
Means si Mayor Sara.
This was 2009.
Maging si Mayor, Your Honor. Palit-palit sila.
Palit po.
Mayor Sara, Mayor Rudy.
Ano po yung trabaho po ninyo sa City Hall?
Security officer po, Your Honor.
So in line pa rin po sa iyong profession po as PNP.
Oh, diyan
Usual
lang.
na nangyayari, pag nag-retire as PNP, security pa rin po, no? So naging citizen security po kayo ng City Hall. But
Yes,
still
Your
serving the same administration kay Mayor Duterte pa rin
Yes,
po.
Your Honor.
Pero naabutan mo rin po yung yung pag-switch po sa mga anak.
Yes, Your Honor.
Until what year po kayo naging civilian security po sa Davao City Hall?
2021, Your Honor.
Napaka-recent po.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sorry, hindi po familiar po, no? When you retired noong 2008, ano po yung edad po nyo at the time?
52, Your Honor. Early retirement, Your Honor.
Early retirement po. Yung usual is 55, 56 po ba?
56, Your Honor.
56. So early retirement at 52. And from 2008, 2018 would be 62. Mga 64 na po kayo when you were disconnected from the City Hall. Tama po ba?
65, Your Honor.
65, mandatory retirement.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, all throughout pala po, it gave the impression po that you were no longer employed by Mayor Duterte noong 2008. Pero 2009 onwards, technically, boss nyo pa rin po.
So,
As civil
as
security
Mayor,
City Hall.
as Mayor. City Hall po.
Opo. During that time po ba, kayo ay na-assign as bodyguard driver ni Mayor Duterte?
Wala na po.
Wala na po. So talagang sa City Hall na lang
Sa
po kayo?
opisina po.
Okay. Balik na lang po ako sa iyo, Mr. Benaventura po, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to direct some of my questions to the Honorable former Congressman, former Senator De Lima, if you would please indulge us. Former Senator, may we ask po, earlier you gave us a presentation, a more expanded presentation of your previous submission po. Would it be okay if we ask that you just flash the slide again in relation to the structure of the DTS based on your investigation? If it's ready, but if not, then I could just go
It can
off
be
mute.
ready.
It can be ready. If the Secretariat would please assist through the Honorable Chairman. Mr. Chair, while that is being prepared, perhaps I just have some preliminary questions leading up to it. And we've gotten the background when we understand, of course, that during your stint as the CHA chairperson, that you had an investigation into this. It was cut short when you were appointed as DOJ secretary, but the resolution did come afterwards. May we ask, during this time, the presentation that you presented earlier regarding the structure of the Davao Death Squad, this was based on the CHR investigation or with further pieces from DOJ?
You're asking about the diagram
Yes,
of
the diagram with the structure, yes.
structure of the DDS. These are from Arturo Las Cañas affidavit also. These were attached.
That's
These were
kind of
attached to the ICC affidavit.
And this was presented at the time of the investigation of the CHR?
No.
Not yet.
Just very raw information about the existence of the DDS, but not actually the structure, the organizational structure. Because if you notice from those attachments, yung 3 periods nga po ang kinover from 1989 to 1998, 1998 to 2001, and 2001 to 2016. So mas detalyado po ito, more names coming out, but this is based on Las Cañas affidavit. These were attached. Siya po ang nag-prepare nitong mga attachments na to. First in handwriting, then it was converted into something printed or typed.
Thank you. Former Senator, the Las Cañas affidavit came out in what year?
2020. He attested to that he signed it in October 8, 2020.
2020.
And then almost a month later, nandun na po siya sa ICC, he was granted limited immunity. On the
Right.
basis, because he submitted this on the same day that he signed it. That was October 8, 2022.
Thank you. Former Senator, when the Las Cañas affidavit was completed, you mentioned that prior to that, you had raw data that would already confirm some of the facts that Mr. Las Cañas laid out in his affidavit.
Yes, some. From the 3 witnesses, the 3 who claimed to be members also of the DDS, but they didn't want to appear. Just some limited information about the DDS. All these 3 confirmed that there is a DDS. So, and then they narrated some of their experiences. But then again, as I said, ayaw po nilang lumantad at that time. Hindi ko nga po alam kung nasaan na sila ngayon, the 3 of them,
Thank
who
you.
used aliases.
Thank you, former Senator. Just a follow-up question on that. So prior to the Las Cañas affidavit, you've already had an idea during the CHR investigation through these 3 witnesses who provided some raw data. Did they provide names that were confirmed in the Las Cañas affidavit? Or it was just some general facts regarding the DDS?
It's just general facts, as I recall it, with respect to those 3 witnesses, the aliases.
So in the case of the resource person present today who has been alluded to in the Las Cañas affidavit, Mr. Buenaventura, the first
Several
time...
times.
Oh,
He
several
was alluded
times?
to several times. In fact, in his chart, in the organizational chart, for all 3 periods, in 1989 to 1998, he was the chief security. And he did admit that he was the chief security. Now, in the second period, 1998 to 2001, according to Las Cañas, he became the de facto leader. SPO4, dun po sa chart, dun po sa organizational chart. SPO4 Sunny Benaventura, now our de facto leader. Yun ang pagkaka-describe dito sa organizational chart as prepared by Las Cañas. Doon naman sa period of 2001 to 2016, he is referred to here as the logistic financer death clearance officer. And so the whole affidavit of Mr. Las Cañas, several times he would say that the order to kill several times was coursed through Sunny Benaventura.
Thank you. Of note is that the third art chart that they presented is for the period of 2001 to 2016. So this is the transitory period from which 2001 to 2008 still in service si Mr. Buenaventura, and 2009 to 2016 as civil security.
2001 to 2016.
Yes.
Yung sa umpisa po yun, yung pagiging chief security ni Mayor RRD, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, in 1989 to 1998.
So it spans throughout his whole career. Former Senator, just one more question. Regarding the 3 witnesses, did they at
Yes.
any time identify Mr. Buenaventura? The 3 witnesses from the CHR investigation.
I don't remember.
So
Your
it's
Honor.
mostly the Las Cañas affidavit.
Las Cañas and Matubato.
Oh, and
But I
Matubato.
can check my personal investigation notes. And maybe next time, if it's there, I will inform the honorable body.
Thank you, former Senator. That would be much appreciated. I will have some further questions later on, but I'd like to go back to Mr. Buenaventura. So nabanggit na po ni former Senator De Lima yung instances in which nabanggit po kayo ni Mr. Las Cañas. So, pero nabanggit rin po ninyo na baka posibleng may galit po sa inyo si Mr. Las Cañas, kaya naibanggit ko po kayo multiple times. However, it can't be denied po kasi na mukhang maraming persons po ang nagtuturo po sa inyo. We have po yung affidavit ni Ms. Garma. We have the affidavit of Mr. Las Cañas. We have based, of course, we're still to determine the 3 CHR witnesses, but we'll see po kung how far that goes. Pero nabanggit po ninyo, yung relationship po ninyo kay Mr. Las Cañas, working relationship po ito, no? Dahil kayo ay kapwa policeman, tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Opo. And this was up, sino pong unang nag-retire?
Ako po, RD.
Early retirement po kayo. So at the time, in service pa rin po si Mr. Las Cañas.
Yes, Your Honor.
At what year po yung sinabi po ninyo na feeling nyo masama yung balak ni Mr. Las Cañas? Tama po ba? Ano po yung sinasabi niyo, sir, na parang iba si Mr. Las Cañas?
No.
Na may hinihinging smuggling?
Ayun, yun,
may,
yun.
Opo, mga anong taon po yun?
Yung nag-investigate yung Senado, Your Honor, tungkol sa rice smuggling, yun, Your Honor. At saka yung nanalo na si PRRD as president, yun, Your Honor. 2016.
Okay.
Yung sa Senado, hindi ko nakuha yung date, Your Honor.
Okay po. Thank you, please. Mr. Chairman, please, I'd like to go back to former Senator De Lima. Apologies if you'd indulge us with a few more. I just remembered, you also had a presentation on the alleged quarry sites, and I believe you mentioned there were 3 or 4?
Yes, about 4, Your Honors.
And they would be attached to personalities involved with the DTS. Of course, we have one Mr. Laud, which was related to the Laud Quarry. We also have a certain caretaker in Samal. May we have a rundown of these 4 figures po?
Okay, I'm tracing it, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
DTS. Yes, the DDS has at least 4 named dumping grounds. The largest is the Laud Gold Cup Firing Range Quarry in Barangay Maa under SPO4 Bienvenido Laod. Another is only known as the Gaisano property, guarded by June Casas, alias Commander Toothpick, which allegedly contains around 200 bodies. The third is the Mandog mass grave under SPO3 Jim Tan. The fourth are the waters around Samal Island with Ecoland Times Beach and the Igacos Resort of Samal Mayor Roger Antalan as jump-off points. Matubato was the caretaker of Mayor Antalan's resort.
Thank you for
So, nag-testify ho si Mr. Matubato din na nagtatapon din sila doon ng mga bangkay.
So of the 4 mentioned personalities, we have SPO4 Laod and SPO3 Tan, who are presumably police personnel. Matubato, who has been confirmed to be from the CAFGU.
Yes.
Do we have information on Mr. June Casas? What his affiliations are?
None, Your Honors, but I can check again my personal investigation notes.
That is sufficient. Thank you very much, former Senator.
Thank
Balik
you
lang po, Mr. Chairman, kay Mr. Buenaventura. So nabanggit po yung 4. Familiar po yung names po ba na to? Si SPO4 Laod, na banggit po ninyo, kaibigan po ninyo, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Si June Casas,
Hindi ko kilala
di
yun.
familiar. Si SPO3 Tan,
Yes, Your Honor.
and si Mr. Matubato. Of course, nabanggit nyo yung
Yes,
45.
Your Honor.
So, si Mr. Matubato, na nabanggit po ninyo, hindi nyo kasamahan, pero security daw ng isang mayor sa...
Antalan po.
Mayor Antalan. Pero familiar po ba, was there any time na yung grupo po ninyo ay pumunta sa Samal, yung sinabi pong Samal Ecoland area? Na
Doon lang sa Samal yun. Minsan magpunta lang kami, mayroon kaming kunting lugar doon, may bahay. Ganun.
May taga-Samal po.
Diyan lang.
Meron lang po.
So,
Okay.
minsan po, magpunta doon, mag-relax.
Okay. Yung Laod Quarry, nabanggit, pupunta po kayo para mag-firing.
Wala na po.
Pero dati po yun, no?
Dati po yun.
Dati, okay. Yung sa Gaisano property ni Mr. June Casas, hindi po ito familiar sa inyo?
Hindi po.
At yung Mandug property under SPO Tran,
Hindi
SPO
po.
3 Tran,
Hindi po.
Hindi po kayo nakapunta. Ano po kaya yung binabanggit ni former senator na Mandug property? Pagmamayari daw po ni SPO 3 Tran.
Matagal na po yun na binabanggit. Matagal na po yun. Wala man din silang findings. Wala, hindi nila alam kung hindi nila napuntahan yung lugar. According to Las Cañas, Matubato, wala. Nandyan man yan kung mayroon yan, nandyan yan, Your Honor. Kung mayroon yan, nandyan yan.
Okay. So out of the 4, yung dalawa lang po ma-confirm na alam po ninyo. Yung Laod and yung sa Samal.
Sa Samal, wala po.
Nabagit po ninyo
Hindi,
namamasyal
sa Samal, may bahay ako.
Ah,
May bahay lang ako doon. Hindi yung sabi ni Matubato, Your Honor. Hindi.
Sige po.
Isa pa rin yun, hindi, Your Honor.
Mr. Buenaventura, additional questions lang po. Nabanggit po ninyo na as personal driver, bodyguard po ni Mayor Duterte. I'm sure kasama po kayo most of the time, kahit sa mga meetings. Although minsan, I would understand na hindi po kayo sinasama. But generally, kapag may ka-meeting, alam po ninyo yun, no?
Your Honor, doon lang ako sa secure ko yung sasakyan, ganun. Hindi na ako sumali
Hindi
doon.
naman sumasali sa mga ganun. Well, yung sinasabi, pero napanood po ninyo, Mr. Buenaventura, yung Senate hearing. Nabanggit po ninyo na napanood po
Yes,
ninyo.
yes, Your
Kung
Honor.
saan may mga binanggit si former President Duterte.
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you confirm po may instance na alala na sinabi ni former Duterte na shoot them dead? Patayin ang mga kriminal?
Nandun man yun sa kwan, Your Honor.
Opo. So, pero kayo po, familiar po kayo. Ito ba ay statement na palagi niya pong sinasabi?
Hindi naman, Your Honor.
Hindi naman po. Pero anong tingin po ninyo sa statement ito? Parang pangampanya lang po ba ito? Or
Kasi minsan magsabi man yan si then Mayor Duterte na walang maniwala sa'yo. Pagsabihan mo na, oy, maganyan man yan siya. Siyempre,
I see.
kailangan daw na mayroong kuwan para maniwala sila, medyo distansya sila o maginto sila.
so talagang
Parang-
sinasabi niya yun. Hindi lang sineseryoso. Medyo
Yes, sir.
pangdiin lang.
Parang gano'n lang yun. Parang kailangan may laman. Parang may
Pero-
kuman ba? May kuman.
Ganun po ba yung may command since 1988? Ganun na po ba yung kanyang personality?
Since naging mayor siya, Your Honor, yes.
Since being mayor. So ever since nung nakasama po kayo as personal driver bodyguard, since mayor, ganun na po talaga yung personality niya.
Yes,
Ganun
Your
po
Honor.
siya magsalita.
Para sa mga kriminal, Your Honor.
Yung inamin niya po sa Senate na sinabing he would encourage yung mga criminal to fight back para pwede patayin ng polis.
Doon-
Kailan niyo po narinig yung ganun?
Doon man lang yun, Your Honor.
Doon lang sa Senate hearing. Hindi niyo po ito narinig dati na
Hindi.
sinasabi sa mga meeting kung kasama mga
Wala,
polis.
Your Honor.
Kasama mga wala po. Yung sinabi niya naman po na may DDS talaga at tinuro niya po kung sino man ang Davao COP, kasama yan sa DDS. Tinuro niya pa nga po yung ibang mga chief of
doon.
police po nandun.
Narinig
Doon
ko
niyo
lang po
narinig.
doon, Your Honor.
So yung ganun na statement na yung Davao City Police ay DDS, hindi niyo po narinig dati pa?
Hindi naman, Your Honor. Pag magkuhan kami, wala man siya sinasabi na ganyan.
Paano po yung nabanggit mong narinig na yung media, tinatawag po kayong DDS, kayong Davao City Police?
Siyempre, balita man yan, Your Honor. Ang media man nagawa ng
Kailan po nagsimula nung term na yon?
Hindi ko na maalala, Your Honor.
Hindi maalala.
Oh.
At yung isa pang statement po ni former President Duterte na meron siyang personal na DDS squad. Never po narinig. At yung nabanggit niyang 7 na persons that he refused to name.
Sorry po.
May nabanggit po siya na 7 na tao na supposedly part of the DDS pero after further questioning, sabi niya, di na niya po maalala. Wala po kayong kinalaman.
Wala.
Okay. Mr. Chair, I would just like to direct my questions again. Thank you, Mr. Buenaventura, to the former Senator. Apologies, another. Former Senator De Lima, you seem to be very familiar with the Las Cañas affidavit.
Yes.
And we've already established from the previous hearing that you've already presented that there seemed to be a two-pronged approach with the Davao template. First and foremost, there were the legitimate, supposedly on paper, police and state operations. This would be drug bust, buy bust, arrests, which would go south because of the Nanlaban.
Nanlaban.
And you mentioned that the Nanlaban system originated
From the
in
GDS.
Davao. And of
Yes.
course, the second stage would be that of the extrajudicial killings, vigilante killings, either through Sinaloa-style executions, riding in tandem that have not been identified, at least have not been identified with the Davao City Police. Those are the two methods that they would pursue the drug war. Would that be a fair statement?
That would be a fair statement, except that I would have to modify about the vigilante killings. Now, because the killings of many were committed by DDS members. Meron din nga po silang mga may riding in tandem, meron din silang mga pattern, the use of the, what was the knife? Butcher knife. Inamin po yun ni Matubato na meron silang ganon, ginagamit yun and in some killings. So pagdating sa other killings outside of so-called police operations ay the vigilante killings, but some would be unknown, and then the others are actually members of the DDS. It's still the death squad.
I understand. So they both lead to that squad. Just would depend on if it would be a legitimate, at least on the surface, a police operation or vigilante killings committed by the
Iba-iba po.
DDS. Opo.
Iba-iba po. Okay, yes, may police operations, pero meron ibang killings na talagang outright targeting for assassination.
But still the DDS po sila.
Still the DDS.
Madam Senator, were you familiar with any other method, yung so-called abduction order? Is this something that has appeared in the Las Cañas affidavit?
Yes. A couple, I think, of incidents about abduction first, and then killing.
Are you aware of the origins of the abduction order? Was it
No, Your
instructed by any personalities?
I know, Your Honor, abduction, but among the incidents, the operations, which I showed earlier, meron din pong abduction. As I said, abduction muna, then killing.
Did they appear after a certain year, or has this been a method employed as far back as you could see?
I would not be able to answer that. I don't have information on that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Senator De Lima.
You're
So yun lang po. Going back to the questions earlier kay Mr. Benaventura, yun lang po, balikan na lang po natin siguro yung nabanggit po na tinuturo po kayo ni sa investigation po ng CHR, ng 3 witnesses possibly. Tinuturo po kayo ni Mr. Las Cañas, tinuturo po kayo ni Ms. Garma. Ano po kayo yung reason nito? Mukhang not naman coordinate, pero they corroborate with each other na multiple times daw po nababanggit ang pangalan po ninyo. Not only as a member of the DDS, but a ranking member, head of finance and logistics pa nga raw po by some documents. Ano po yung masasabi po ninyo dito, Mr. Benaventura?
Yung ipinakita ni Ma'am De Lima, Your Honor, last hearing, nakalagay doon, Superman. Next is Colonel Makasait, Bongo, ako. Nandyan si Colonel Makasait, Your Honor. Hindi pwedeng, under sila ni Colonel Makasait. Under sila. Doon sila magsunod sa kung anong instruction sa trabaho nila. Doon sila. Hindi yan maniwala sa akin, Your Honor. SPO4 lang ako. Si Colonel Makasait.
Pero yung nabanggit po nila earlier, na actually, my first time to hear it, yung binanggit po ni Chairman Acop na it seems to be a practice sa uniformed personnel na despite the rank, dahil kayo po yung close-in ng mayor, pakikinggan po daw kayo. And you agree?
Hindi naman sa ganun, Your Honor, na trabaho nila, siyempre may sinusunod sila. Pero yung ako ang sa logistic, ako ang sa... Hindi totoo yun.
Sige po. I guess we'll have just further questions at another time. I will yield to further to our colleagues who might still have questions. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Salamat
Thank
po.
you, Congressman Gutierrez.
Chair.
Isang tanong lang, susugan ko lang yung tanong ni Mr. Benaventura.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sa tagal mong nagserbisyo kay former President Duterte, kilala mo yung ugali niya. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
At alam mo na kung siya ay nagbibiro at kung siya ay seryoso. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung sinabi niya na kill. Kung ikaw ang nakadinig nun, anong ibig sabihin nun?
Parang kasi minsan, Your Honor, magsabi yan siya na kailangan magsalita ka sa mga kriminal, yung medyo may laman para matakot sila.
So halimbawa, sinabi niya sa pulis, kill. Ikaw, pulis ka. Pag narinig mo yon, anong ibig sabihin nun?
Hindi naman, Your Honor. Siyempre, hindi pwede yung kill. Hindi naman yung, Your Honor, pwede na pag sabi niya kill, wala.
So, wala.
Wala, Your Honor.
So, hindi, ikaw, pag sinabi niyang kill, hindi ibig sabihin na sundin mo o gawin mo yung sinabi niya.
Yes, Your Honor. Hindi naman...
Ganun din ba tingin mo sa mga ibang mga pulis na nakakarinig ng ganong pronouncement ng dating Pangulo?
Siguro yun, hindi naman sa pagbagsabi siya, kill, diretso ka na patay. Matagal na sana yun, Your Honor.
Sige. Thank you. The next to interpolate is Congressman Sia Adyong.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I was about to ask the same question you just asked him now. But let me just take from there. Mr. Chair, I'd like to address the question again to Mr. Benaventura. Maayong gabi.
Yes, Your
Saan?
Yes, Your Honor. Magabi,
Tulgo na ka? Tulgo na ka?
No, hindi pa man, Your Honor.
Kanina inamin mo naman na 20 years ka. When did you start working for the then mayor? 1998, no?
1998,
So
Your Honor.
nag-stop na nawala ka being his security / driver in 2008. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's 20 years, no? 20 years ba yun? Or 1998, 2008, that's about 10 years. No? 10 years yun, no? 10 years, no? Tama. 10 years, no?
2008, Your Honor.
At kailan ka pala natapos mag-work kay...
2008, Your Honor.
Okay, so 10 years.
Yeah. From 1988?
1988, not
Yes,
19,
yes.
Kasi pagkarinig ko nito, so 20 years nga.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, 20 years. So ibig sabihin kung ikukumpira natin sa isang tao, 20 years po pwedeng nakagraduate na yan sa college, no? Ganun katagal yung pinagsamahan nyo ni then Mayor Duterte.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oo. At sinabi mo kanina, nung tinanong ka, ano yung galit sa'yo ni Las Cañas, kung may galit ba sa'yo si Las Cañas, sabi mo, meron. Tama, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oo. At sinabi mo na ang sa palagay mo, ang galit sa'yo ni Las Cañas, o sabi natin sama ng loob, ay meron siyang hinihingi sa'yo na i-convey kay dating President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Tama yung sinabing STL, at saka yung kayo na lang daw yung ma-manage nung smuggling ng rice. Tama yon?
Yes, Your Honor. Pati yung sakwan, Your Honor, franchise ng ban.
Okay, franchise ng ban. So, ang sinagot mo sa kanya is hindi mo sinabi kay Presidente, former
Yes.
President, no? Hindi mo pinabot.
Yes, Your Honor. Dahil, sabi ko sa hindi magpayag yun to. Kumbaga hindi maniwala sa amin, Your Honor.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin, kilalang-kilala mo si Presidente kasi alam mo kung anong dapat na sabihin sa kanya eh. At saka anong dapat na hindi sabihin sa kanya, tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. The mere fact na hindi mo pinaabot yung sasabihin sa iyo na hiningi sa iyo ni Las Cañas, it only proves to say na alam mo yung timpla ni former president
Yes, Your Honor.
na pwedeng ito ko sabihin kasi baka magalit siya sa akin. Di ba? Tama po ba yun?
Yes, pero ang rason din, Your Honor, wala. Nasa Manila na siya.
Hindi.
Oo.
Hindi, kasi pwede mo naman siyang tawagan si Presidente at sabihin sa kanya, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oo. So, ibig sabihin, ganun ka kayo ka-close ni
Yes, Your
President, no? Former President. Na to a point na nilapitan ka na, of all the people, sabi nga ni Congressman Kit, of all the people, ikaw pa yung nilapitan niya.
Yes, Your Honor.
O, kabalo man ta sa Bisaya, kita taga Mindanao.
Oo,
Di ba?
okay.
Lalapitan natin kung alam natin yung tao na sinong mas malapit sa kanya, di ba? Tama naman yun, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, okay. So, ibig sabihin, for 20 years, kayong nagmamaneho kay former president, kung saan siya mupunta, dinadala mo siya, inaantay mo siya, sabi mo, sinisecure mo yung sasakyan, hindi ho ba?
Yes, sir.
So, ibig
Yes,
sabihin,
Your Honor.
pag madaling araw na lumalabas siya or pag yung meeting niya sobrang tagal, tapos madaling araw, nandun ka pa rin sa sasakyan at inaantay mo siya, tama ho ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Sa pag kayong nagmamaneo, sigurado, syempre, kilala mo yung timpla niya, kilala mo kung paano yung ayaw niya marinig, kilala mo yung anong okay sa kanya marinig, kaya nga hindi mo pinaabot yung hiningi sa'yo ni Las Cañas. Alam mo kung paano siya magalit, hindi ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
At alam mo kung kailan siya nagiging seryoso, hindi ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
At alam mo kung kailan siya nagjo-joke, hindi ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, sige. So, sa palagay niyo ba si Mayor Duterte nung siyang mayor is seryoso sa tatrabaho? I mean, did he take his job as mayor seriously or as a joke?
Seriously, Your Honor.
Okay, seriously. Ngayon, nung dating mayor ho siya, palati ho niyang naririnig ito, ako, nasa college ho ako noon nanonood pa ako ng mga news, minsan nai-interview siya, at sinasabi talaga niya, na kill. Di ho ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
When it comes to issue about Davao, peace and order in Davao, law and order in Davao, talagang always sinasabi niya, do not do monkey business. I'm just paraphrasing, do not do criminal activities in my city, otherwise I will kill you. Hindi ho ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, yun ay concern ng kanyang city, hindi ho ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So sinabi mo kanina, nung tinanong kita, is he taking the issue of Davao, peace and order in Davao seriously? Is he taking his job? Ang sabi nyo, yes, he's taking it seriously. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng mga pronouncement niya regarding killing petty criminals, cleaning the streets of Davao from every form of criminalities, ay seryoso sa doon.
Hindi naman yun, Your Honor. Yung magsabi siya, kill. Kailangan
No,
lang.
kasi, di ba, ang tinanong ko sa'yo kanina is he taking his job seriously? Sabi mo, oo, kasi kilala mo nga yung dating presidente. 20 years ka ba naman? Kung ako naman talaga, si former president, if I were in issue, talagang 20 years kasama ko yung tao, pagkakatiwalaan ko talaga. Ngayon, tinanong kita, when it comes to Davao issue, is he taking his job seriously? Sabi mo, yes, it's not a joke. Ngayon, when he said all of those things, insinuations about cleaning Davao City from petty criminals or any form of criminality, and then saying na so loosely, saying kill people, is he serious? Or not? Kasi Davao yun he must have been taking it seriously.
Sa salita lang niya yun, or kailangan strong siya magsalita. Yan ang sabi niya. Hindi ka pwede magsalita sa mga kriminal na video ko. Kailangan...
Okay. And yet may namamatay sa Davao.
Hindi ko man nakita siya nagpatay, Your Honor.
No, and yet may namamatay sa Davao.
Yan ang sabi niya sa mga pulis, ayaw ko na kayo ang mamatay.
Oh yeah. Kaya nga, no. That's given. Sino ba naman ang gustong mamatay ang mga pulis? So, di ba? Ayaw naman talaga natin may mamatay. The way we, ayaw talaga natin mamatay. So, pero yung tatanong ko sa iyo is, kasi gusto kong maintindihan, no? Gusto kong maintindihan talaga yung mindset. Dahil kanina, nung tinatanong ka, napanood mo ba yung mga katanungan at saka yung mga sagot ng dating presidente nung sa Senado, ang sabi niya is talagang ganun siya, I will order the police even when when I was still, I think, teaching, when he was still a fiscal, nagtuturo daw siya sa academy. And ang gusto niyang sinasabi niya sa mga pulis is provoke the criminal so that you have the reason to kill them. Diba? And dumating naman nung tinanong na naman yung mga kasamahan niya, sa Senado, ang sinabi naman nila is joke. Ngayon, gusto lang namin maintindihan dahil mukhang ikaw, you have that access with the President. Yung closeness in yung proximity ng parati kayo nagkasasama at ikaw yung pwede magsabi na totoo ba yung sinasabi niya, serious ba siya, or joke ba yung sinasabi niya, di ba? Gusto ko lang maintindihan yon. So, ngayon, balikan ko yung tanong ko kanina at sinabi mo naman, kinonfirm mo naman na pagdating sa Davao City, talagang seryoso talaga siya. And he's taking his job seriously. And we should all take our job seriously. Yun nga yung pagsabi niya ng kill, and yet may namamatay nga sa Davao. Ano yung tingin mo doon sa palagay mo?
Magsabi yan siya, Your Honor,
No,
na
anong, yeah, okay. So,
kung
given-
maglaban.
Ano po?
Kung maglaban.
Kung
yun.
maglaban. So,
Yes, Your Honor.
So, yung mga namamatay po dati, nung naging presidente siya, na ilang namatay po na ang sinasabi po ng ating mga pulis ay nanlaban, no? Nanlaban. Ibig sabihin ay pinatotohanan nila yung order niya na provoke them and then so you have the right to kill them. Ay, yun bang gusto mong sabihin sa amin?
No, hindi ko alam, Your
Hindi,
Honor.
kasi
kung
sinabi
ano-
mo lang ngayon na kung manlaban eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
So yun nga nangyari.
Self-defense siya sa pulis.
Yun nga nangyari. Kaya nga nandito tayo kasi mukhang may mga question doon sa implementation ng tukhang. Kasi may mga issue dito na even ang mga PNP, may mga nakasuhan. I'm sorry to our men in uniform, I'm not trying to generalize. May mga cases talaga na ang always na sinasabi ay nanlaban at nanlaban. At yun ang nagiging rason kung bakit widespread yung mga naging namatay. No? So are you telling us now to this committee, Mr. Buenaventura, na tama nga yung pagkaintindi ng mga pulis. That's why maraming patayan sa streets na nanlaban. It's because sinasabi ng ating presidente, provoke them, or kung manlaban, shoot them dead.
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor.
Gusto ko lang pagtagpiin, no? Kasi I think the former president is serious when it comes to peace and order, eh. Pagdating ata sa peace and order at saka pag-clean ng criminality sa streets, talagang alam ko seryoso siya dyan, eh. Hindi siya nagbibiro, eh. Hindi ho ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Chair, mukhang sa palagay ko naman si Mr. Buenaventura in a way at least napakita natin sa committee na through his answers is medyo may semblance of truthfulness nung yung mga police. Unfortunately na mga cases of EJK na namatay dahil nanlaban, always ang reason nanlaban, or yung mga sinasabi nilang provoke the police na narinig naman natin sa testimony ng dating Pangulo ay yung napagkaintindi na karamihan ng mga ating mga kapulisan. That's why nandito tayo at iniimbestiga natin ang EJK sa mga panahon na ito. Dahil sabi ko nga, Mr. Buenaventura, meron kang access sa presidente, pinagkakatiwalaan ka niya. At lahat naman ang sinasabi mo dito ay naniniwala kami dahil alam ko, for the past 20 years, hindi ho kayo magiging security or driver ng dating Pangulo kung hindi ho siya may tiwala sa inyo. So, with that, Mr. Chair, I think baka by next hearing, we can dig deeper and then ask questions regarding the testimony of Las Cañas so that we can also compare kung bakit si Mr. Buenaventura parating lumalabas yung kanyang pangalan, not so much because he was a policeman but maybe because of his association or his closeness with the former president, Mr. Chair. So marami pong salamat. Maayong gabi, Mr. Buenaventura.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your
Thank you
Honor.
very much.
Para sa iba pang karagdagang mga balita at impormasyon, ay huwag po nating kalimutang mag-like, share at comment sa video na ito, at huwag po rin nating kalimutang mag-subscribe to continue supporting us. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood, at naway tangkilikin po ninyo ang aming YouTube channel.